This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
This is Monster My Podcast.
And this is the laziest entry in this book.
Now, this is a joke.
No, it's the Invisible Stalker.
There's a monster in my podcast.
Where they gave the credit to a guy who nobody cares who he is now. The drawing. This is, I just don't know why this isn't a subheading under Air Elemental.
Oh, I mean, that's all that they are.
Yeah. Like, they're what if an Air Elemental was a dick?
But Air Elementals are dicks.
Yeah. This is just like, they're just like tricky dicks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, an Invisible Nixon hounding me to the end of the earth.
Invisible Nixon.
Yep.
That's a good name for a band.
I'm standing at the gas station getting my Coke Slurpee.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Was that the machine? No, it's just defrosting. Okay.
Yeah. You just see a reflection of like jowl in the glass for just a second.
Yeah.
What was that phantom jowl? Invisible Nixon's pretty good. These guys, they're a different kind of tricky. They're not like the kind of tricky that's I'm so confident I will tape all my crimes for some reason.
Right.
Which is the kind of tricky, like everyone called him Tricky Dick. He's as tricky as the Riddler, where like the superpower is he tells you how to catch him. You know?
I like the Riddler a lot. That's a good read. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, if he did nothing, he would be a very effective criminal. Same thing with Nixon.
Of course.
If he didn't wasn't obsessed with his place in history.
Of course. And he's more paranoid than he is smart.
Yes.
He's a very smart man, but very paranoid.
Yes. And very ugly.
But it doesn't matter. He's invisible now and he's right behind you.
I didn't look. That would be, do you think that like Nixon, do you think that like there would ever be like if you were a president and you were unhappy about how you looked? Like I think Nixon probably thought of himself as like, I've got a rugged handsomeness.
It's like that Futurama joke, like the flabby, riddled with phlebitis, the perfect Republican body. Yeah.
Yeah. Flabby, riddled with phlebitis. Do you think that he would ever like research invisibility or get like NASA on the case? So he would not have to be seen by people, like the first rejection, like because Nixon goes in for the Nixon kiss or something,
right?
Point,
which involves raising the jowls up and as some kind of parachute kind of thing.
Yeah, like lifting the meat flaps and draping them over his lover. Yeah. He slowly like pulls his lips over her teeth.
Gary, if you think that invisibility cloak was not the first thing that J. Edgar Hoover did as soon as the FBI was formed, you are. I envy your naivete.
No, I just think, what would I do? And that's what J. Edgar Hoover would do.
Yeah, of course.
I just so the way these things work, other than just Nixon out, is that they're explicitly slaves. Like it's you summon an air elemental to be a slave to go do something. If they
hate it,
they get real pissy. If it's a fun little thing, it might distract them from like the constant torment of being away from their elemental plane.
Right.
So if you're like, here, like I need you to like count how many jelly beans are in this jar, and there's like 7 of them, they might not turn against you.
No.
But if there's a lot of jelly beans in that jar, they're gonna, you're gonna wake up.
Oh, you're gonna choke to death.
Yeah, because if you're Invisible Stalker, like literally all you have to do is put like your fist in someone's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do anything. You just like
you just have to exist in the same space as them.
Yeah, you telefrag them.
But yeah, I mean, they operate under genie lawyer kind of rules.
Yeah. It's like a wish.
I love the example. Like, for example, simple commands such as "keep me safe from all harm" may result in the stalker carrying the conjurer back to the elemental plane of air and leaving him there in a well hidden location.
Yes, which the elemental plane of air is super not safe at all.
No, you're going to have the flesh like whipped from your bones.
Yes, but it will stay preserved.
Yeah,
it'll become a jerky. It'll become unto a jerky.
Yeah.
And I like the idea. Like I started out kind of hating these guys, but I do like the idea of getting more of that kind of wish mechanic into D&D.
Yes.
I think that's a fun thing. I think that like you wording this very carefully and being able to the DM finding loopholes for it. I think that's pretty cool.
Well, they even have a hook for that. Like at the very end, they talk about doing scrolls of summon Invisible Stalker. They're very expensive, but like pretty much anything. Like you're paying a lot of money to get something very dangerous that will eventually turn against you. Like I could see that being a very good horror hook.
Like having a kid.
Yeah. Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/duckfeed.tv.